So this is the last part of the Unit 4, basically video review. This is part 3. Just cut off, I ran out of space. But biggest things with this is when you solve the following inequalities, you need to get everything over to the left side. If you go everything to the right side, that's fine, but you're going to have a negative x squared, so you're going to have to use the quadratic formula, which is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. If you bring everything to the left side, then you can just factor it. What two numbers multiply to 12 and add to 8? Well, 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 plus 2 is 8. Then you solve both of these for 0, so you have x plus 6 equals 0, which is x equals negative 6, and you get x equals negative 2. You put those 2 points on a number line. You pick numbers that are in each region. So like what's the number that's less than negative 6, negative 7, what's the number between negative 6 and negative 2, negative 3, and what's the number greater than negative 2, 0. Once you have done that, you're going to test each number. So for example, when I test 0, I put 0 back in for x. I get 0 is greater than or equal to negative 12. That's true, so I put a t there. When I do negative 3, I'm going to get 9 is greater than or equal to, well, this is 24 minus 12, which is 12. Is 9 greater than or equal to 12? No, so this has to be false. And then for negative 7, you will realize it's true as well. That is a part of that assessment. It's on the bottom. And then the last part is, can you graph the inequalities? And first off, you're going to start with labeling what is your A, what is your B, what is your C. Your first part is doing negative B over 2A. So we have negative 6 over 2. We get 6 over 2, which is 3. So my axis of symmetry, that's what we're doing right now. We find our axis of symmetry, that's 3. You plug that back in for x, and you get 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 8. And when you simplify that, you get negative 1. Our vertex is 3 comma negative 1. So we have our xy chart. Our vertex is in the middle right here. I go 2 numbers below, 2 numbers above. When I plug 2 in for x, I get 4 minus 12 plus 8, which turns out to be 0. Same thing with 4 when you plug that in. When you plug 1 in, you get 3. And then you just graph all the points. So we have 1, 3, which is right here. 2, 0, which is here. 3, negative 1, which is here. 4, 0, which is here. And 5, 3, which is here. It's a dashed line because this is just a greater than. So it's a dashed line. And then you're testing 0, 0. And you get 0 is greater than or equal to 8. Is that true or false? Well, it's false. So 0, 0 cannot be shaded. That's the last part of your assessment. And that's the final thing of Chapter 4.